my thing is like, why would you not? Because working on your health is great, right? I do it every day. I work on my health. I feel great. It's fun. It's cold shower. In the beginning, it's not fun, but once you get used to it, and you know, I do it in the morning, ice bath, starting the day with the victory. Everything else is easy.
Yeah.
I feel great after. So why would you not want to do it?
Okay.
All right. Welcome back to Holistic Disclosure, Season 2. And with a special episode today, a very special one.
Yeah.
We still need one guest, but we never know when he will arrive.
We won't say who it is. We will have to see. But Wim?
Yeah.
Pleasure to see you again.
Right on.
How have you been since last time?
Yeah, busy training. The winter is over right now.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
Yeah. Today.
I know myself every day. Look at that.
Wow.
We got that.
Oh,
That's our guest. Little white dog.
that's our guest.
Yeah. So the winter with this dark days
Mm-hmm.
in the morning, 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
4:30, 5 o'clock,
Mm.
every day in the lake here.
Yeah.
Nice and cold.
Yeah.
Great. Into the wild.
Yeah.
Do my training.
How many?
And now spring is coming.
So how do you like the spring in contrast to the winter? Because you are the Iceman.
Yeah, they call me the Iceman and all, but fuck the cold. Sorry. Is that French?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's French.
So you don't like the cold?
No, I love it.
Love-hate relation.
I don't, love, hate.
Mm.
Once you, it's in the winter,
Mhm.
I don't like the dark,
No.
but I get acquainted. I say always, make of the winter a summer.
Mm-hmm.
When you do that,
Mm-hmm.
then you are the boss.
Mm.
You are the boss within. And then you begin to respect and
Mhm.
appreciate the powers of the darkness and the cold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To bring the deepest of yourself to the surface and to have control over that.
Yeah.
If you have control over the darkness and the cold, then then there is nothing else you cannot do.
Do you think that we can use cold to compensate for the darkness up here in the north?
Yes, absolutely.
So they
Because the cold brings the deep biochemical dynamics in the cell to activation, which normally is done by the sun.
Sunlight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now you go and expose your body to these deeper systems, and energetically, suddenly is a lot of energy coming
Mhm.
through the cardiovascular system activation, training, reaching into the cell mechanisms, mitochondria,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and suddenly you get so much more oxygen and blood flow, liquids
Mhm.
going into the cell, producing so much more energy.
Mm.
And that normally is done by the sun.
Yeah, exactly.
And now you, in the winter, we become depressed because depression means pressure loss.
Mm.
Yes, loss of pressure is depression. You don't feel too good. No, you want connection. You want to feel connection.
Mm.
You want to feel energy, life, force coming through. So if you go to the cold, then the cold will bring you the inner warmth.
Mm. Interesting. And this is actually, we've heard this before. We talked to a guy called Jack Kruse. I don't know if you're familiar with Jack
Yes.
Kruse.
Yeah.
Deuterium.
Yeah.
You start talking about deuterium.
Yes.
That is the biochemical residue.
Yes.
It's the shit in us.
Yeah.
Done through radiation, too much television, too much
Mm-hmm.
comfort zone behavior, and all.
Mhm.
That is the deuterium. And
Yeah.
if you learn to get it out, then you become very receptive to nature.
Mm-hmm.
And nature just wants to be good to you.
Mm-hmm.
But if we have shit inside, those processes are not able to enter. And thus we feel depressed, we feel disconnected, and all is logical.
Yeah.
So now we got more guys here. Just a little guy just came in here, very little. And,
Hello.
Hello. He's a great guy. So I wanted to briefly introduce Roy.
Yeah.
Roy had fibromyalgia like 2 years ago,
What's that?
Fibromyalgia is a neuropathic condition
Mhm.
by which you get inflammation into your joints, into your muscular tissue. He is a kickboxer. He was back then 21 years old, I think, 21. 21. Now you're 23?
24.
24. He's an old man
Silly
already.
baby.
I'm just 65 almost. I'm a young man. So he came to me and he said that all the doctors, they don't know what to do with me. They say, I got to stop this training altogether. And then I asked him, actually, okay, those doctors all don't know what to do with you. You have been to so many. Hey, man, what is your profession? I said, painting. And nowadays, the painting is like deuterium, biochemical shit.
Mhm.
It is neurotoxic. It's neurotoxic and nobody gives a damn.
What do you
And
mean?
nobody apparently knows about this. This is the industry.
Ah, okay.
The industry.
Yes, I get
It
it.
doesn't matter. I said, let's quit that one and get into another job. Because as soon as he came to my place, I said, change your head. Change your willpower. You could do 6 push-ups with the
Biceps curls.
biceps drills. What?
Curls.
Curls.
yeah.
I do not even know what they mean, but I can do 1,000 if I like. Hey, doesn't matter the name, huh?
Of course.
It doesn't matter what kind of name doctors use for all these diseases where they don't know the cure of. So I say, use your own mind. And 3 weeks later, he could do 180. It was all gone. All what the doctors had said, hey, you got to take pills for the rest of your life, etc. Now he changed himself within 2 years. He doesn't do the painting job work anymore. He's got his own fighting school. He's doing a big fight in 20th April, and that's my birthday. He's going to say, I'm going to win for Wim. And the man is full of gratitude. He's a great guy. He wants to be now, instead of on medicines and not being capable to do kickboxing and anything like that, he now wants to become world champion. So that's the story of Roy van der Ploeg. Mind his name, because you're going to see it in the future. And Ploeg means team. He's a team player. He listens to what good people have to say. And one of them is Alistair Overeem, who is also here.
Yeah.
He's the little guy, you know?
Welcome, Alistair.
That's me.
But what was the Alistair and Wim? How did you guys meet? Because I mean,
That was
you
like a movie.
yeah.
So okay. So first of all, I got actually friends of mine said, hey, there's this special guy, Iceman. You should go look him up. So I just literally told my assistant at the time, I don't know who this is, but just make an appointment. I had no idea.
Mhm.
So arriving at that appointment, this is 2014, a long time ago. It was like a movie. Wim was gardening. I had no idea who Wim was. I just went to an appointment, gardening houses, small gardening houses, and I walked up and I approached him from behind, and I had no idea. And there was this gentleman working in, the garden, but it was special energy, right? Remember?
Yeah. Man,
And
I remember this yesterday.
basically,
So don't make mistake.
So basically, looked at me and okay, so let us get to work. A handshake, and we promised to work. What was it? 2 weeks after, something like this. And I was on my way again. And 2 weeks later, I went to his home, which was kind of near my home. What's it called? Stroe.
Yeah.
Garderen, near Amersfoort, where I live. And I remember driving. It was December. And I was pulling up the driveway and I saw the swimming pool. And in the meantime, I'd watched the video clip. Yeah, I used to go in the water. Again, no idea. But I saw the pool and I was like, no way in hell am I going to go in there.
Yeah.
And then 20 minutes later, I was in there. So,
For 20 minutes.
so Wim,
And
That-
when was this?
Not 10, not 5, 20. Come on.
That's the Wim effect,
yeah,
right?
there's a certain energy and motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing, the first time I met him, he was saying, maybe I'm getting too old for fighting. Maybe it is this, maybe it's that. I said, stop it. Just do this breathing and get into the cold shower. And a week later, I got a phone call of him. And he said, I'm going to win. So in a week's time, he reconnected deeply within himself. His cardio had gone up 15%. And he reaches superb self-confidence. He got back into himself. That was it. And that made him able to go from game to game, match to match, flawless victories, to the moment. And I told him, I'll bring you to the title match. And once you're there, okay, that's great. Because he 6 times consecutive, he won flawlessly. So great confidence, great this, great that, etc. I was there in the chambers, back in the stadium in America. I don't know where anymore, what place, but I was there with him. And we were talking about the Kilimanjaro, and we go this, just to get his mind off. And hey, well, that's a new goal afterwards. But first, this with Stipe, who was there, his opponent.
Stipe Miocic. For the UFC Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
It eluded me.
Yes.
But it gave a very valuable lesson. Very valuable lesson.
Sure.
Actually, a lesson I just learned, a year and a half ago, is that for people to be able to make a change in pattern, they need more guidance. And even if I would add like a day-to-day, like because I coach people, right? I bring people into the cold, I bring people into health, into fighting, into and the way that for me always works is every day. Every day I'm in touch, and that was a little bit my thing. You were always available.
Yeah,
I'm in America, you're in Holland, but if you don't know, you don't know, and then it just slowly slips from your fingers, and then all of a sudden is the title fight, and then what happened? I forgot, or it went out, or and then
Yes. No, the thing was, and this is a valuable lesson I saw therefrom. He's totally right. Real coaching is responsible for bringing a person to the title match and then be there. Yeah. So I had to be there, but I wasn't because, hey, I've never been a coach before. But he took the lessons well. But not enough, because at that day, I did the breathing with Alistair, All Stars, I call him, because he's got them all. They said, let's do some breathing. And we did the breathing. And because of his muscle tissue and all, he was only able to do 35 seconds of retentions. Then I thought, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You should not think you are there. You should be there. But now I see I should have been there. It's a little bit a quarrel between our minds.
Yes, but
that's okay.
We didn't know, and you can only do what you know, right? That's how. With that in mind, I can put everything to rest.
I'm just been taught a valuable lesson.
I want to take a quick break to acknowledge one of our sponsors, Swedish Cold. This thing that I'm sitting in right here is the most amazing spaceship I've ever seen. Swedish Cold doesn't just produce ice baths. They produce the most revolutionary cold exposure experience that's out there. Not only is it stylish, but the running costs are low, the water freezes fast, and the water temperature remains at 0 degrees Celsius all year long. So whether you're a health-conscious individual like me, a gym owner, or you run a facility, then this state-of-the-art ice bath would be a perfect match for you. For me, this is one of my favorite habits. Not only does it boost my testosterone and my dopamine, it also elevates my core temperature, and it helps me manage my stress levels. With Swedish Cold, you're not only investing in a piece of equipment, you're investing in your future. So head over to swedishcold.com and remember to use the code HOLISTIC10 to save 10% off your next ice bath.
Yeah. Now,
if I knew,
now we got him.
Yeah.
He's going to be the future. We're going to guide this guy well to the title.
So tell us,
Sorry. Yeah.
he came to you
Yeah.
impaired.
Yeah.
He was not well.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you do to quote unquote fix him? What
Just
was
fuck
the
him up. Just fuck him up. Yeah. Don't think too much.
Yeah.
Just get into the person and say, hey, man, you can do so much more. The power of our mind is unlimited. And I'm proving this in neuroscience, in brain scans. We are able to connect to any part in our brain. So if something fails in our brain, which is part of the central nervous system directing the rest of the body, then of course, then you got to deal with that. You don't go outside, you got to go inside.
So it's a change of mindset.
It's a change of mindset, and you use, say, for example, dumbbells.
Mm-hmm.
So if he cannot do the splits, for example. If he is 1 week here, he does the splits. And that's it. And or with the dumbbells, back then, I used it as an extension tool because motorical nerves connect with those brain parts. And will connects with the motorical part of the brain. So via that, we can strengthen his conscious power to connect inside his own brain. And where this disconnected, causing all the troubles, he had neuropathic pains called fibromyalgia, whatever the exotic name, it is just go back in. You are built to be able to heal yourself, to connect with that. Don't go outside, go inside. It's illogical to go outside when you need to do work inside.
Do you think
and that's what he did.
Yeah.
And in 3 weeks, it was done. All the doctors did not know. And then he comes to me.
Don't want to know.
And don't. Oh,
yeah, for sure.
Say more about that.
Yeah.
They don't want to know because, Roy, speak. You have been with your positive results back to the doc, and they're not interested. Which is to me,
Wow. What?
Yeah, the thing was, I was losing myself a long time before I was coming away. Mentally, in the body, and spiritual, everything was gone. I was completely not myself. And through the method and the training and the mind, I found myself back. And I let see the things what I do, the dumbbells, the breathing, the cold every day. That was the thing. I found myself again, and not again stronger than what it was. And later I go to the people who tell me, yeah, you have this, and she don't want to see it. I say, hey, come and look who I fight again. If we do the things again. Oh, we have no time. We have no time. But yeah, I let it see. And now the thing is good. Well, I found myself back every day. I do the breathing. I do the exercise. I do the cold. And yeah, I do a lot of things. And now I help a lot of people. You stay in the place where I was. Now I help that people by the mind and thing in the body of the mental thing. And also a lot of young children, they hey, what I am and what I want to do, and I don't feel my happy, but I'm not depressed, but I'm okay. And that is a lot of people now I help. Right, the things what helped me, the kickboxing, the boxing, the cold, the breathing, and the mindset, and everything.
But did you visit the doctor at any time?
Yeah, the doctors, the hospitals.
What did they say?
The experts.
The experts, yeah.
Yeah, and this one say this, and this one say this, and you go to them and there, and everyone say another thing, and there's a moment you think, yeah, what the fuck I have? I don't know what I have, but if nobody found something, yeah, and then you go, I think in downward spiral, where you think, that don't help, that don't help, and and then you
get pessimistic, sad. You get yes, you're in the negative pattern, which is very destructive. Painkillers maybe on top of that, bad food, right? Because you're gonna feel a little bit happy, dopamine thing. The phone is not helping too. The phone is very detrimental. That's a little bit
the phone is phony.
Yeah. So the phone thing is your key issue, right?
Well, yes. Yeah.
That's
and actually that was the first time I met you. Absolutely first time. The first thing you said to me was, let me see your phone. I was like, what the fuck? We don't even know each other.
No, but what date was that? Because
The date?
yeah, what was that again?
Was it the winter time in Denmark?
The very first time?
2-3 years ago in Denmark when you came to me?
Yeah, 2021.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. So you came to me, you said, let me see your phone. And you swiped right and you checked the screen time, yeah. And that was when I got to know your philosophy about that part.
And I can see that it has not improved. It has
You know,
degraded.
I have a business and businesses are online, right?
Mats, I've detoxed now 152 people successfully, and I'm actually working on a new group, Muslim group, because they're all the Muslims doing Ramadan. It's Ramadan. I'm actually doing Ramadan now because I want to do Ramadan, experience that, which is based on dopamine reset. But all the Muslims are not doing it because they have the phone. And the phone is instigating a dopamine response, which keep the dopamine high. The reset is not happening, right? So it's actually a very big problem. I'm doing the Ramadan. There's 4 Muslims, different backgrounds in the group, because we need to talk with the imams. We need to bring this to the Muslims. The Prophet Muhammad was wonderful in bringing this ritual, which is life-changing, right? But it's not happening because the phone is messing it up. And I want to bring this in the world. And I'm working now with 4 friends.
That's deep. That's deep.
And for me also to jump in the Ramadan,
Yeah.
experience that, because the resets are amazing, right? Yeah.
But can you tell a little bit about how do you practice that? I mean, people are addicted to the phones, but everyone knows that they're addicted to the phones. What's the first step to get out of it? Is it simply just putting it away and forgetting about it, or?
So that is difficult. I've yet to meet somebody who has done that. There are certain people who have deleted certain apps and lowered their usage. The easiest way is limit your screen time 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes dinner time, and then the reset will happen, right? And those 30 minutes you can do whatever you want. Calling you can do, just don't scroll. Right?
Yeah,
and apps like TikTok,
toxic.
you need to delete it immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's certain apps, TikTok, dating apps.
They are made like a drug.
They keep you in.
Yeah.
Now, I detoxed 152 people, successfully made a lot of notes, and actually working to put all that information in an app. So I think I just wrote the deadline. The deadline for the app is May 21st.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the app will be downloadable. I'm going to be doing a lot of media. Fox News, Joe Rogan podcast. We're going to head to the US, right? We're going to do...
You're going to the Joe Rogan?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. We'll probably go
Nice.
together, right? Well,
Nice.
right?
Looking
Make
forward.
a nice Andrew Huberman, because we need to get people off their phones.
Yeah.
Right? Let me put it a little differently. The way you can put it, which might wake you up a little bit, we have all slowly became junkies, fixed towards our next hit, our next dopamine hit, which comes through the phone. And we must detox, because which junkie do you know which have a happy ending? Junkies do not have happy ending, even though if it is a phone which is kind of like not really being detected as a problem, but it is a very big problem, very big problem. Very big problem.
It is. I mean, and it's also so clear. You see people have to be stimulated all the times and eating stuff while they're eating on the phone, and it's really drug addict behavior.
Yep.
You know, and I can feel it too. I mean, sometimes it's just become a habit if you don't think about it, if you don't put it away. And I agree with you. I think that can lead to depression. I think that can lead to, mental disorders and stuff like that.
My daughter, she's still depressed. She's still on it.
Yeah.
Now, with my daughter, it is a phone screen problem, right? This builds up the dopamine. But then there's another thing on top of it, which is this woke agenda, which is propagating you can be what you want to be, which is a discussion for another day. But what is her problem is that if you do not agree with woke, you're racist or you're this, you're that, and then you're being ignored. So my relationship with my daughter is actually very strained right now because I'm coming with solutions. You need to detox from your device. And she just feels like unaccepted. So that's the woke agenda is a very big problem on top of the screen.
We'll take a quick break to acknowledge one of our sponsors, Functional Self. Functional Self isn't just another health store, it's a lifestyle. I've been taking many of their supplements for years now, including the MagTech Magnesium, which contains 3 of the most essential magnesium types there is, and this makes me sleep like a rock. To the Rosita cod liver oil, the king of fish oils, which is a rare, unprocessed fish oil naturally high in vitamin D and A. And this is actually one of my favorite products. I've been using it for many years now, and I'm even giving it to my 2-year-old daughter. Functional Self offer a carefully curated range of biohacking tools, supplements, and functional foods that are scientifically proven to restore optimal health. So if you're serious about taking your health to the next level, check out the full range at functionalself.com and save 10% off your first order by using the code HOLISTIC10.
Yeah.
So tell us about the mechanisms. Why is it a bad thing with the phone thing? You talk about the dopamine. What is it? What is it doing?
Dopamine is your internal rewarding system.
Yeah.
So whenever you want to do something or you are actually doing something, there's an internal reward system. You're listening to music. Hey, this is good music. You feel good.
Mm-hmm.
But when this mechanism is structurally overcommit, then it doesn't work anymore. And that's where depression kicks in. And that's what is bothering my daughter. So she got depressed in 2014. The specialist psychologists still to this day cannot explain me what the situation is. They're coming with HCAD. Yes, he's a little bit hard in school. There's some trauma from before. It's all very vague. Well, I've kind of did my own research, detoxed myself, found out the tremendous, because I was superly addicted to my phone, super addicted. Went to Instagram and the game, every day the game. Now, I don't do it anymore. I don't even have social media on my phones. I don't care about that. Right? So there's this feeling of happiness, internal happiness. Yeah, but you have to break through your.
Do you feel like you have more time, or how do you feel you change your life? I feel like the times when I've used my phone a lot, you feel so stressed. You feel like you're always busy, always busy, always busy. And the times when you put it away, you feel like you have so much time but in reality, it's only a few more minutes, but it feels like so much more time is.
Well, have you detoxed? Like a month, no phone? Because that's actually when you really.
I've done a week before. I've done a week.
So a week is not going to do it. It has to be 21 days for the receptors, right?
Okay.
There's receptors in each and every cell.
Yeah.
They will make an adjustment after 21 days. Before it doesn't happen.
Okay.
So your gains, your benefits that you feel, were not real benefits.
The funny thing is, I only did it 7 days, but I remember taking up my phone after this. I was looking at it for 5 minutes, and my eyes hurt. My eyes started hurting after only 5 minutes of looking at the screen, and I'm like, this is interesting because we don't feel this every day. But when you don't use it for a week and you don't even look at any screen for a week, 5 minutes.
Well, your body
destroys
is
your
basically
eyes.
telling you, and you are in sync with your body. So your body is telling you, hey, we don't want this. The screen is actually attacking your system, your body system, in multiple ways. So it's hurting your eyes. I don't know what that is, but could be the blue light. Could be the certain frequency, which just makes you stupid.
Yeah.
The dopamine builds up. It's actually multiple ways, right? The color saturation is too colorful, too powerful. So it's actually attacking you in multiple ways. The only way you will feel is put it phone away for 3 weeks. And then Ramadan, right? Prophet Muhammad brought it as a month. The month of...
That's why I played the guitar a little bit. Just also Ramadan, but also to remember those who have no peace, no food, no drinks in Gaza.
Yeah.
Just a little intermezzo to understand about Ramadan. Ramadan is getting back into your soul, to have nothing around you, no stimulus around you. And with that, the phone, the phone, I've been talking to neuroscientists, the best of them in the world, and they tell me, when can you maybe look into this problem, because we have no solving of this problem of children taking on gaming, say, 8 hours a day, and or telephones, and getting into the Instagram and keeping on going with the dopamine and the gratification coming there from. It makes their brain shrink.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is an absolute neurological defect, which you will encounter into any kid. And the telephone people who selling these devices will not talk about it. Like the pharmaceuticals, they will not talk about how to be medicine and pill free, that you are able to do preventative medicine, like Ramadan. Ramadan is fasting. Fasting is destimulating the body from outward orientation and getting back in. And with that, like Roy explained before, I was gone. And the doctors told me this, and that. And in the end, I just got confusion outside. I couldn't make up my own picture anymore. That's where I was. And then they told me to take pills and medicines and this advice and that advice. I was gone. And then I said, hey, start to look inside. Deprive yourself of outward orientation and get back to this beautiful power of your own mind to heal you yourself inside. Is what he did. And right now, he is being asked by big trainers to train a trainer who is training 200 coaches. And back there, 2 years ago, he was a mess. And now, blast, he is training the whole wide world. Champions come to his school. He's got 140 kids to train in his school. He's got a new life. Yes. So this is where we go. Alistair is into the health. I think he should be the Minister of the Health of globally. I'm into, with Peter McCullough, a US #1 healthcare man, and very contradictory to the vaccines and etc. He stood up. He said, look at the science and not at the money and the power and all. And because of nowadays, if we say the truth, we become conspiracy theorists. Because the power block chosen in the end through the masses, the people, now have become autonomous. They don't represent the people no more. They want to govern us and control us with our money, tax money and all. So I think it is time we become autonomous ourselves, independent ourselves. Learn to look inside of us. And that's where I come in with the newest of studies showing we have a power, a top-down regulative power called interoception, which was never known to be top-down regulative. Yes, you could not, and now we can. And this is what we want to bring to the people worldwide. Industry will not be happy about it because they want dependent people, sick people. It's the economic model. Yes?
Yeah. The best customer.
And we will have to endure all kinds of fights now because we are getting to the surface. So we are going to be a big danger for the wrong kind of industries which are weakening humanity as it is. So they will, in the end, cold water is no good. Breathing is no good. Yeah. Pills and medicine, that is good. To be dependent and be becoming weak and to succumb to comfort zone behavior and buy chips and Coca-Cola, that is great. And work like a slave from 9 to 5. That is great. And to bring your schools, kids to the schools and have them brain washed and vaccinated.
Eat an insect hamburger.
Yes. Hamburgers. And,
Young burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also think I think that,
we have gotten there.
yeah.
So here we got a bunch of people like yourself,
Mm.
like the holistic, what was it?
Disclosure.
Yeah, disclosure. We are disclosing information which is not being disclosed by governments. That we have so much more power to become independent. And it should. Look at Gaza, Israel, Ukraine, Russia. They are warmongers, these governments. These governments don't bring peace and happiness and strength and health. There's depression going on. People do not even know anymore who they are. This is what is going on right now. So somebody's got to give direction. Let it be through science and common sense. And here we are.
But I think a lot of what you talk about healing other people is about this special medicine called the placebo effects. And I think we neglect it too much, or belief effects, that what we put into our minds is mechanically happening in our bodies.
Yeah.
So if we believe that we can heal ourselves, we will heal ourselves.
It's also...
And it's a medicine without side effects.
It's been taught, in the Western science that it has to be proved. You have to see the results and the numbers and everything. But what about the stuff you can't see the results on? The mind. Placebo effect, that's exactly true. If you put your mind to something, you can see there's 3 people right here that's done it. I mean, you have how many Guinness Record World? You're world champion or something. You cured yourself by the mind. I mean, how many people can do that with even medicine? I think
but let's turn that around. If you go the route of being on pills for the rest of your life, it's on record that is not good. The body is going to create resistance to, if you're going to take some medicine, the body doesn't like that. You can do that temporarily, but long-term medicine taking
it's never good.
It's not good.
It's never good.
The body will turn resistant, and that causes different problems. So if we're talking about studies, there are studies that prove that that other direction is not working. We have to go, and also the rising healthcare costs worldwide, right? Talking America, but also talking here in the Netherlands. We can't afford it, and it's not even working. So we need to go to a new system.
Yeah, and I just lately had a discussion at the phone with Professor Friedrich in Magdeburg, where I just mentioned it. And he said to me, Wim, modern day democracy is in peril, is in danger, because the people living in those democracies are getting so weak. And that is through telephones and television, comfort zone behavior, and have all the extension tools instead of power within themselves. They have become so dependent on, hey, I have to get this, I have to buy that, I have to work for that. So a lot of stress to get things to gratify their senses. Wow. Where is the unconditional...
Let me just check where my dog is.
Where is the unconditional power of being? The unconditional love, life. Where is it? It's nature. We are built to be not in need of all kinds of extension tools.
Yeah,
yet it is no longer.
Yeah. So I was going to ask, what is the simple solution? And you just said it's nature, because we have to give people a simple solution, because there's so much pollution in our society, so it can be a bit difficult to find the solution for the people that are rooted in our dysfunctional society.
It is within the evolution of modern human society and technology. There is always a solution. And now the solution is now, if we don't want to be doubled by AI, then be yourself. AI, be yourself. Be yourself. That means become aware that you actually don't need all that what is being delivered. We have to become self-conscious. And that is interoception. That is the 8th neurological network, which was considered in neuroscience impossible for humans to control within. And now we are showing this in science, in brain scans, blood samples, and all. It's all there. And this is the time when the emergency is at the highest, it's a Dutch saying, als de nood het hoogst is de redding nabij. If the emergency is at its highest, then the rescue is very near.
But
That is the way evolution is. And here we are.
But the other thing is, my thing is like, why would you not? Because working on your health is great, right? I do it every day. I work on my health. I feel great. It's fun. It's cold shower. In the beginning, it's not fun, but once you get used to it, and you know, I do it in the morning, ice bath, starting the day with the victory. Everything else is easy.
Yeah.
I feel great after. So why would you not want to do it? But I predict everybody will have to make their own decision for themselves. That is going to be I think the challenge for the world to make.
Mhm.
Am I going to do it myself, or am I going to stay dependent? Right, that's the bigger.
Exactly. If we talk here about cold showers and a cold ice bath, we talk about hormesis. Hormesis is self-inflicted acute stressful exercise. And that versus the comfort zone behavior and its long-term presence of cortisol, stress hormone in our bodies, because we have to do this and this and this and that, and I want this and I want that. In our minds produces cortisol.
Yeah.
Cortisol long presence deactivates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the repair, the regeneration, the energy, etc. Is a healing. It's not possible because we are on all the time, like a telephone, on all the time.
We need to be switched off.
And that is destructive in long term. That's why we get these chronic diseases. Because if you cannot heal, if you cannot be off, off is repair, regeneration, rehabilitation. Very simple. But we are on all the time. TV is on, radio is on, iPhone is on.
Yeah.
Boss is wanting this, and you want to that, and your children this, and your wife that, and or your husband this, or whatever it is. Everybody is fed up with too much, and they don't know how to stop it.
And that's also a little bit where these fasting come in, because that's switching your system off.
Yeah.
Period of not eating a couple of days, or Ramadan, which is basically an intermittent fast. But you're doing it with the community. Water fast, very good. I've yet to do that one. Water, no input.
You haven't done it before?
No. So that
Prolonged?
water fast is you're eating.
Oh, you are eating.
Okay.
You only drink water,
You're
right?
not eating, you're drinking.
Yeah, drinking water, right?
That's a fast.
Yeah.
A water fast, a dry fast. Dry fast is nothing goes.
Dry fast.
I've yet
That's
to do
insane.
that.
I think it is from the Islam, the dry fast, because they live in the desert.
Yeah.
That's a joke, guys.
Okay.
But it could be, though.
It could be, though.
I mean, you might
Well,
be right.
They must know it very well. By the way, I heard of people, if you go 3 days into the desert where there is no radiation, no waves, your head gets so clean.
Yeah.
It's like you are on drugs.
But you must feel that a bit here on the countryside. Is that kind of similar? Guess the radiation is
5
kind of
o'clock in the morning, I'm up. I go out.
Yeah.
It's dark. I go into the world of the water. Sometimes there's a big fish nibbling on me. Ooh,
How long did you stay down there normally? When you wake up?
Yeah,
5.
let's have a good swim.
Okay.
20 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. Nice 20 minutes is great.
Is enough.
Then I put this sauna on.
Yeah.
Not to warm up, but I want to sweat.
Is that the infrared sauna?
Infrared. I
You
want to
feel
go
so good after that.
feel
Yeah.
the sweat coming out. Means the shit comes out.
Yeah.
Then I stop. And then I do the dumbbells and some flexibility.
So tell
every
us,
day.
like,
I'm ready before the kids. Yeah, my kid comes down and my wife, etc. I'm fully zen.
like we talked about briefly before we started the episode, there's a growing resistance at the moment. I feel it kind of odd because I can't understand it, even not with scientific glasses on. But there's a growing resistance to the cold exposure trends, because people feel that it's not curing stress, it's inducing stress, especially in the stressed individuals. So what they say is that stressed individuals shouldn't do the cold exposure. But from my experience and from what I know, it's inducing hormesis, which is the opposite. You're going through stress to cure the stress.
Yes, but you have to go in the cold and find your relaxed spot. If you're in the cold and you're fighting it, then you're in stress. But
good point.
The whole thing is that not everybody is able to go in an ice bath straight away. They have to build that up with a medium warm shower, then a cold shower, and then that goes okay. And be in there for 3 minutes. If you're in it for 3 minutes, cold shower, then you go in the ice bath. But a lot of people, their bodies are so malfunctioning and off balance that it's too big of a jump. So the way I see this, take steps, small steps to improve your health. If you go jump in the fire all at once, it's too much.
Of course,
body doesn't accept it, and that gives you trouble.
If you can go down there and relax, it's not inducing the same stress.
No,
as if you're a newbie and you just jump in.
Yeah.
I see this.
But it depends, because I believe that we are born with the innate ability to endure the cold, but we lose it.
Yeah.
Because we are choosing the path of least resistance to actually always, right? It starts with our parents.
I guess it's also a matter of geographical adaptation, where you're born in the world, because I guess people from the northern hemisphere like us are more adapted to the cold.
Used to it.
Yeah.
Winters.
Yeah.
But I mean,
guess so.
It all comes back to the same thing. The mind. If you go down because the way that you get calm in the water is not by being in good shape. It's by calming your mind down and saying, fuck this, I can handle it, you know?
But you can handle it when you're used to the cold shower first. Like some people, like if I think if you're young enough, you could do it. But I would recommend cold shower first. And once you're in there for 3 minutes and you don't care about it, you can just go in the cold shower, then you go into ice bath.
Yeah.
You just did 1 hour, right? Was that with Wim also?
I did 1 hour, yeah.
Wow.
And I'm building up to another 1 hour.
Was that neck and below?
That was actually solar plexus.
And below, okay.
How is that? You gotta explain.
But still 1 hour, man.
I've been in for I don't know, maximum 3-5 minutes or something like that. That's when I can kind of, I gotta get out. But 1 hour, how does that, once you're in there for 45 minutes, what happens? You just get into the zone where nothing can touch you, or how does it feel?
It's your mind.
Yeah.
It's the consciousness aspect. That's I'm really researching this very, very heavily. And to me, that is everything.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
I
got him. So is it okay?
Of course.
Okay. I got him. Last study we did in Detroit showed the interoception, interoceptive focus. That means regulating with your mind, your body through the central nervous system, which is the spine and the nerves and the head. That's the central nervous system, which can be controlled by your consciousness, awareness. And then you learn to top-down regulate. What normally shuts down and becomes too cold, now you can reverse it and influence it through interoceptive focus. This is what I do. On 20th, Roy is going to do a fight, but I'll be sitting here 65 minutes in the ice and relax. Happy birthday to me. The cherry on top of you see, make it easy, but it is a great power. Actually, everybody has, every mind has in the world this interoceptive focus, but yet we have never learned how to deal with that. We have always learned to become dependent on our doctors, the system, nurses. Take this, take that, and then you become better. No, you become better by learning to consciously, when you're past your childhood, to consciously use your interoception, your willful control, demanding your body, regulating your body. We never learned about that. And that's where Ramadan and fasting and people who take it up their minds, I want to become this. Yeah, then you become that.
Yeah.
Because you're going to deliver. You're going to show that the outside world is a mirror for the mind inside.
Yeah.
And suddenly you find yourself, you become a winner. He became a winner so many times. Maybe got bored. Now I see he is taking conscious control, absolute conscious control, and teaching the world.
So
And he is very able to do that. And together we are finding out new ways.
yeah.
For that, we are in this spot.
Yeah.
So are we back to the placebo thing, that the way that we can turn on the inner heat and elevate our core temperature is merely by the power of our minds?
But like Alistair said, it has to be a training, right?
Absolutely. The placebo is no longer placebo because we take that as a rudimentary power.
It is a part of consciousness.
We call it a placebo.
Yeah.
No, we should exercise it.
Yeah, yeah.
We should develop it, its power. It's neurological. It's like electric. You got a little cable or a big cable.
Mm.
That is the difference between exercising interoception, yes or no, or to have more control within than the normal placebo as we know it.
Mm.
Because that is a little bit unconscious.
Mm.
That's placebo. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll go to the next thing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
This is your internal possible power. You can learn to exercise and have more of it every time you exercise it. Like any exercise, this is all about the nervous system inside. And we can willfully get there. That is consciousness.
Should we just take a little break while you fix it?
Oh, yeah.
Exercise.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, we're back. Try to say something, Alistair, in it.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Okay, we're back.
The thing is also that people put the things inside the life, the cold water and the breathing. There's a lot of people at my place. I learned the breathing and the cold and the exercise. And later she tell me, Roy, my life is completely changed. I have a lot of stress in my life. I do the breathing and it's gone. I do the cold, it's gone. And she put it, I do every morning the cold and every morning the breathing of cold shower. And the people tell me, today was a guy trained me and he said, Roy, my life is completely changed. I have the stress, what I have the whole day in my body and in my mind is gone. That is the moment I take for myself. This, I do the breathing 40 minutes. It is my moment and not there or this. No, it's my moment. With the cold and the breathing. And people tell me that everything's changed for them.
But it saves your life.
Yeah.
That is really so. Lead by example.
Yeah.
You're leading by example. You're doing fights now.
Yeah.
And coming off of the doctors wrote you off.
Mm-hmm.
So you were lying in bed. You were hurting all your body. You couldn't work anymore. And then the doctors wrote you off, so they couldn't help you anymore. So you're the living proof.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, it is my life. Every day the breathing, every day the cold and the exercise. That saved my life. This now I do it every day, and I want to learn it. Everybody, everyone is coming at my place. I learn the breathing and the cold, and so. I hope that everyone do it in his life. What I see so many people who think, hey, if you do the breathing and the cold, your life changed. And it works by me, and it works by 100 people I help, and there is million people who do this.
Well, I'm thinking a little bit more simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about longevity. Like as a
Yeah.
fighter, I was always looking at how do I grow old a good old man? How will I become a good man? And of course, I'm still fighting. I'm doing, but I learned a lot of things about nutrition. It's been literally 30 years. It's all about longevity. You want to grow up good, in a good way.
Yeah.
Why would you not want to test yourself, push yourself, learn these things? It's like not logical to me. So to me, it's just logical longevity. And then once you're on this path, it's a beautiful path full of beautiful discoveries, full of pushing yourself into better health, into more health. And that's a little bit our mission. Right? Bring this into the world. Leading by example, bring it into the world.
Oh, yes. We will not, we will not stop.
Do you have
I'm getting into the, very soon we go to America and talk to people like Peter McCullen, Dr. Malone, Robert Malone.
Yeah.
And Joe Rogan, Elon Musk. And,
Fox News.
Fox News
Fox
also?
News International. Yeah, we want to get everybody.
Are they on the right path?
No, we will make them.
You will make them.
Exactly.
Whatever it is, we just keep on going.
Because
Like water. We keep on going. We want to go to the ocean and realize our souls. And our souls will not be stopped by anything that confuses us. We are straight, good people. We want to bring happiness, strength, and health to worldwide.
Yeah.
And it's time that we stop the wars and the warmongering, the economic making a couple of people very rich and the rest poor, and do something about the water and the food. Normal, common sense things. We got to stand up all and get back to home to our families and bring that what should be there. The love fully in control and unconditionally there.
I think it's also an individual choice, right? Because I feel like
Yes.
just like your phone detox and just like everything else, it's there. And the information is there. The information is here today. You can see 3 people who's done it perfectly. I mean, we're also doing it, but a lot of people are doing it, but also a lot of people, they choose not to tap into it.
Yeah, because they don't know yet. They don't. It's an awareness thing.
Yeah.
People don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit. I feel that's my job. I'm going to
Yeah.
put it into the world. And the way I see the new health being is, it will cost a price. You're
Yeah.
going to have to do something. You're going to have to go in the cold. Going in the cold is not fun.
Yeah.
Right? Do you like to go in the cold, Wim?
I love it. I like it. I love it.
Okay. Do you like to go in the cold?
Before, not after.
It's
Yeah.
always.
I'm scared of
it's-
it, man.
It's always.
But that's why it's good.
Well, it's you. I can push the button. I always have to push the button.
Do you
I
like
can-
it? Do you? What do you think?
Ultimately, I don't care.
Yeah.
But automatically, you wouldn't go in the cold because it's cold,
Yeah.
right.
Defense mechanism.
But the
not to go
feeling
there.
you get after,
Yeah, it's
that's what
insane.
you do it
that
for.
is great.
It's
Yeah.
the
That is-
dopamine.
Yes,
It's the healthy
yeah,
dopamine.
Yeah.
that's the good dopamine.
Yeah.
And with breathing and with the cold, depression is gone.
Yeah.
When you breathe every day and you take every day the cold, depression is gone.
Yeah.
If you take it in the morning, take it in the evening,
Mm.
depression is gone. But the thing is, people are scared for coming deeply inside and get the emotions.
Yeah.
Yes, you're running my way for the
That it
emotions.
is.
Yeah,
That's the thing. She take the phone in the morning. She wake up on phone, social media, this,
That's
this.
the distraction part.
That is the running away from the emotion.
Taking the path
Yeah.
of least resistance, and that is what we need to do. We need to stand up a little bit more and take the path of resistance.
Mhm.
And it's very simple. If
Mhm.
we don't do, if you don't do it, you're gonna it's be detrimental to your own health.
Mm.
Yeah.
That is the individual question that is there. Do you want it to be good or do you want it not to be good?
Yeah.
Right? Do you want
Yeah.
to be in the system or do you
yeah.
want to be your own?
But I think the most important aspect is to shape the next generation because information is out there.
Mhm.
All of us have all the available information, but
Yeah.
the children, they are unaware. They need to be shaped.
Yeah.
And that's where I get pessimistic.
Well, that's where I get optimistic because I'm working on creating a health expo platform. We were talking about it
Yeah.
in the previous, and I think we're getting closer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm talking about creating a hype around all these things that we're talking about. I want to get celebrities in the ice, politicians, everybody go in the ice, and make it a hype, make it fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then next to the ice, all these holistic methods that basically kept my body in one piece because I never really went to the hospital. I always kind of figured it out, and
Yeah.
there's so much out there, right? From plant medicine to Reiki to regular massage to hypnosis. All these things do something. They all work.
Breathing,
They all work.
Yeah.
Simple conscious breathing.
Yeah.
Simple, just in, out. You're breathing out acidity, bad. Breathing in oxygen, good.
Yeah.
You keep doing that, but you need to do it.
Yeah.
Right. And we need to bring these methods into the world.
Yeah.
I am very enthusiastic about it because I just know, especially because of COVID, right? I believe that COVID was like a wake up call. Hey,
Yeah.
we have to sit home.
Mm.
We have to get these injections. If
Absolutely.
they're right or wrong, we all know they're not good, right? We all know it's bad, but sitting it up, and that I really believe that activated a sense in everybody from, hey, let's go out and do something. Still a little bit a problem with the youth, but with this health expo, I believe it's going to be a push to get them moving as well. Sports will be a big factor in there as well.
Yeah.
Massive on sports.
But I also feel like the only thing, if you want to be successful in the next generation, you have to do is not be addicted.
Mhm.
That's it. I mean, if you stay off your phone, if you stay off addicted, and if you do these things as well, the ice and everything, you'll be a superhuman. Because the rest of the people is going to be addicted to something.
No,
You know?
no. The
You don't
people are gonna be, they're gonna come out of their addiction.
Yeah.
They're gonna come out
Yeah.
because there's no happy ending for a junkie. So
Yeah.
if you're a junkie, you're not gonna be there at some point. And I don't know how long that'll be, 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, but eventually it stops,
Yeah.
right? Because every time you need something, food, outside, inside,
Mhm.
right? It's not good.
Mhm.
Need to get off that. And to add to that, I've now completed 2 dopamine resets. 2 years ago was my first. Last July, I felt, hey, I'm getting addicted again, so I did it again.
Mhm.
How with the phone?
For sure.
21 days.
Phone, you're on the
Uh-huh.
phone, you get addicted.
Japan, right?
No, that was my daughter.
Okay.
Still in there. But I did it twice, and now I'm doing Ramadan, which is kind of also my third one, but I'm including food.
Mhm.
My estimate, everybody who's trying these fasts, trying these resets, dopamine resets, their life will change forever,
Yeah.
and then it'll become a yearly thing.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
what is the benefit? When I ate an apple after my first reset, after each reset, I'm already looking forward to it now. After
Mhm.
this Ramadan, you eat an apple, and it's like the first apple you ever
Mhm.
ate in your life.
Yeah.
And that is your motivation of doing it.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
the end goal. To feel like that all the time. To experience things.
You will feel like that for 9 months,
Yeah.
right? And then it slowly declines,
Mm.
and then you're motivated. To
That's
do
the
it.
thing.
And
Mhm.
in a fast, in a reset again, and then it's like, whoa. And I'm already looking forward to that. It's going to be April 1st.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
the reset is going to be, April 1st is reset. Ramadan finishes April 10th.
okay.
So discipline, what is it, 3.5 more weeks?
Yeah.
And that's a religion actually has begun in the old ages with full purpose,
Mhm.
with
Help.
purpose.
Hmm.
It got too abstracted, but in the Islam, the Ramadan absolutely is an amazing power,
Yeah.
which cleanses the body. So where we are in now with our Western way of thinking is extension tools, outward orientated consciousness. Anything I need is outside, not inside.
Yeah.
And we lost the balance inside. The balance inside. We cannot balance no more.
Mhm.
We are too much in the outside, addicted. We get addicted not only when we do not drink and do not smoke, but the iPhones and the television
But the problem,
and the
is,
career and all that. And it doesn't teach us how to go inward and find our balance. So what I say, just keep one thing very good every day in order in your mind is to just be happy, strong, and healthy. The rest is bullshit. So don't take the bullshit. Be happy, strong, and healthy. You are made to be able to maintain control over your dopamine, over your power, and over your strength and health.
Yeah.
You are built to be in control of that. What the Western society did with us as individuals is make us being slaves to work, to buy all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And where is the happiness? Where's the strength? Where's the health? We can shoot people to the moon and we cannot be happy, strong, and healthy here.
Yeah.
Hey, we have gone too far. Out. Let's get back in. And that's where we come in. Every Alistair has his own way. Roy has his own way. I got my way. But in the end, it is, hey, man, you are in control.
Yeah.
It's your choice. Take him on, man. You got it. G-O-T, G-O-D.
What is that?
And you talk about children, huh?
Yeah.
There's a future. A lot of children now, the parents, here is telephone, here is the tablet, and stay away. But a lot of children, you see, they are not here. If I give lesson on the children, and you see the children is looking always to another place, but not on the lesson. And and sometimes we do the breathing and the cold with the children on all age, but we do it on hun way. The children go in the cold, and someone do 1 feet in it, and another one go inside and sit 10 seconds, and the other 1 minute. But the thing is, the children grow after that. You do the breathing, you do the fighting, and children's changed. And then see the people say, hey, my daughter is sit not on the tablet the whole day, but she going running in the garden. And she going to do some exercise, and she asked, "Hey, can I take cold shower?" Of course. She walk in a short. Yeah. The children, that's the future, and I think if you put good exercises, good food, no telephone, and the breathing and the cold in the young generation, it's the best thing what you can do. What you see on school, a lot of stress and do this and do this, and then she has stress and she come home on the tablet in the morning, tablet, evening, tablet, of laptop, of telephone or whatever. But the whole day she on the telephone and she only in stress. And then you see children with from 20, 18, 16 with issues in the head and mental problems because she the whole
At
day.
an all-time high.
Yeah.
Still nobody understands what's going on.
Yeah.
Testosterone at an all-time low. Hey, what do you put in your pocket? Your phone. So is that difficult to make those connections? It's easy, and but it'll be the individual choice to kind of make something of it.
We have did the detox on the phone. A long time ago.
I'm doing it now again. You want to join it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You guys want to join it?
Yeah. For the fight.
You in the Ramadan 2024 group.
When is that?
Just tell me how it can work with my business. So should I just shut my
Very
business
simple.
down?
Very simple. What is your business?
My business is gaining information and providing information.
Okay, you're training. You teach people, right? You're still a PT.
Yeah, kind of, but more online
Still a
now.
PT coach.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But
So
in a very small
very
percentage.
simple. Get your information from a book,
Mm-hmm.
not online,
Mm-hmm.
for just this month.
Mm-hmm. But how can I provide?
You
or how can I
simply limit the time on your device to 30 minutes in the morning. So that means you're gonna have to figure out
that's easy.
alternative activity.
I can do that.
Oh, well, it's easy,
I
right?
already do that. I have this principle that the first hour is devoted to the physical world. The first hour, no checking phone, no email, no Instagram, because there we are in a special spiritual realm when we wake up, because we're very close to the dream state. So I actually So I actually disallow myself from watching the phone there. But after the hour, what happens? So that's a lot of phone.
So it's very simple. 2 moments of phone users, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. That's the moment you're working.
So 1 hour daily?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I'm going to add you to the group, you'll be ending screen time. Karsten is also in the group.
Mm-hmm.
So I can check your screen time, so I can very clearly see, okay,
so you use your 30 minutes to check everyone else.
Over there. I will grade that number.
Uh-huh.
By the way, this is also the method I have in the app. So the app is coming. I'm explaining exactly how the phone is influencing your system. So I explain how to do it, how to keep track, how to accommodate the people with the businesses, and then the accountability partner. So let's say we all download the app, we will all grade each other. And then the number for that day will be all the numbers and then divided by, right? And then at the end of your reset, you're going to have a grade. If your grade is 6 and you feel like, wow, I really feel good, I'm going to be there to tell you, hey, congratulations, but you can do a lot better. And you will be motivated. You'll be motivated for the year after, because it's difficult after you complete it to kind of do it 2 weeks after again. Now you want to just get back to work and do your things. So I expect it to be a yearly thing, but then you just put everything into it. The reset will happen. You will feel great, and that's your motivation. So we're not going to say goodbye to technology, right?
It can help us.
Yes, it's very handy.
There's also different things you
but
can
we need
use.
to reset every year. We need to do it.
What about this idea?
That's what the Ramadan was.
I want to hear your take on this idea. Do you know this screen that Amazon made a Kindle from? It's a screen that doesn't have blue light, and it's very slow. What if you used phone from that? So you don't have blue light, and you...
Jack Cruz told us?
No, not that one. That one too. But if you don't have blue light, and you make the phone so shitty that you can only call, and you can't go and play all the games and do that, would that be a product that you think would help?
Of course, but okay, so you're talking about if somebody cannot okay, so first of all, if somebody doesn't have to
into the device itself to limit the screen time and make the screen time, like all these things into the device itself.
Yeah, so you have like a simple phone.
Yeah.
Like an old Nokia.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nokia.
Actually, true.
Like a new device. Just use old Nokia. So that is so you can use an old Nokia. Perfect.
Yeah.
But I found from experience that usually people want their navigation. WhatsApp is okay.
You want to Google something.
Yeah, but limit that to morning, evening, and be mindful. Plan your days in ahead, because otherwise you're gonna mess up. Like I plan things ahead. I already know next year it's going to be Ramadan. That's going to be my reset month. That month, I'm going to be off my phone.
Yeah.
And I let people know.
Yeah.
People around me know, okay, this month not, because he's going to be slow with responding. I organize it accordingly, so there's no stress.
Yeah.
Right? If it's like, oh, I have to do it today, yeah, then it's difficult. But if you plan it, I'm going to have it like a downtime, the off switch, the famous off switch, very important. If you're always on,
Yeah.
you're going to go down.
Yeah.
Right? And
But-
literally, your life,
Like a
everything, your
battery.
energy, your battery, everything goes down.
Yeah.
And once it's full again, wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I'm outside in nature, I just look at the nature like, wow, colors
Yeah.
are vibrant.
Mm.
The sky is beautiful.
Yeah.
My energy, by the way, went to 2,000%.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right? I tell all the fighters. So I actually coached a couple fighters to get off their phones. They were part of the 152.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, so wow, this is great. They're going to also win their fights.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're going to, if you want to win
Yeah,
your fights,
yeah,
you
yeah.
reset. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's up to you.
You're able to see. I mean, it makes sense that it would improve them because you're able to see so much more. I mean,
By the way, there's a famous fighter in UFC. We all know Khabib.
Yeah.
Khabib from Russia, the Russian
Yeah.
Muslim fighter.
Mm.
So he used this principle, dopamine reset, to go into his fights, and that brought him undefeated status.
yeah.
He's undefeated because every time his team is living their secret, Khabib, they're resetting him, and then he goes in the fight and he wins his fight.
Yeah.
Mm.
Everybody can do it.
So he's at a peak state always. He's at a full battery.
Well, not always.
Yes,
Is he still
and
fighting?
he retired a couple years ago. And I'm not talking 100% peak state.
No.
He's
Yeah.
a grappler, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
also standing. He was amazing at
Yeah.
amazing ground, amazing
I know. Yeah. I like it.
technique.
Uh,
So I'm not talking 100%
Yeah.
or 95 or 100. I'm not talking
No bullshit.
1,000
guy.
or even 2,000%.
mm.
He couldn't be beaten. He could not be
No.
beaten. He's undefeated.
Yeah.
So this dopamine reset is kind of a fasting state or a detox, just a detox state from whatever.
Well,
from
if you,
stimuli.
I bought a lot of religious texts.
Mm.
You're closer to God,
Yeah.
right? And that's
Basically.
religious text.
Yeah.
Aren't we God?
We are gods.
You know, with that divinity, without the
we are the
Holy
creators.
Spirit in us, we
Mm.
stink in one day.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
something must be there really only.
Yeah.
And it's there all together. So very soon I will meet with Elon Musk and we'll talk about Neurolink.
I'm actually looking
Oh.
forward to that.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah. Let's hear
not
about it.
only that,
It's
but
sketchy.
also the wrong mRNA messenger,
Mhm.
ribonucleic acid,
Mhm.
whatever that is, the shit they try to get into our cells is only possible because our cells are not strong enough. Normally, that's comfort zone behavior, weakening our cell structures, mechanisms. And one of them is the cold shock and heat shock proteins, the so-called chaperones.
Mhm.
They are little guards, like they form a filter around the cell.
Mm.
So wrong mRNA, wrong
Mhm.
radiation, mRNA,
Mm.
whatever, is not able to get in if the cold shock, heat shock proteins are activated.
Mhm.
And that's what cold water does. That's what deep breathing exercises do, because you bring yourself in a state of emergency, controlled and all, by which the body suddenly is into the effects. And then look at all the cells. One cell we take suddenly, bum, 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 bum. A protective shield around the cell is being shaped up. That is one. Then look at cancer. When cancer is there, tumors are there.
Mhm.
Yes?
Mhm.
So when chemo comes in, it attacks the tissue, the tumor tissue, but also the healthy
Yeah.
tissue.
Yeah.
Now listen to this. If you do these breathing techniques and you're going into the cold, suddenly the immune system becomes very strong, so much stronger. And what is the immune system doing? Nothing with the tumors, but everything with the defending the healthy tissue. So when chemo then comes in, the healthy tissue stays healthy and the tumor goes rapidly down.
Mm.
You see? Now we go to Neurolink.
Mm.
Neurolink is like a tumor. It's like something alien suddenly is
Yeah.
inside.
Exactly.
But if your immune system is strong, it will not affect the Neurolink, the healthy tissue, and it will keep that little thing right there where it needs to be,
Interesting.
out of the control of the health of the physiology of the body. So then the Neurolink could actually do good things. For example, say people who are paralyzed.
Yeah.
Things like that. I'm I will talk to him. Nikola Tesla was the electricity of the outside. I'm of the inside. I show that people have free, willful control over the autonomous nervous system, and that is electricity system, yes, to a much deeper level, and the central nervous system, which is a study of last January, a landmark study. It's a new study in neuroscience. We showed that we actually have a much greater possible control within us through this interoception, this will, belief, called faith. Faith. We have to bring back faith. And with that, the divine energy here and now. And if we are there, we become all satisfied as we are. And then we don't need so much satisfaction of the outside.
Yeah.
Satanistic satans and the beast and the devil and the money and the warmongering and killing children
TikTok.
and getting into perverted sex and all. Leave that alone. We have to go back to the family, back to God, which is here right now. Without God, without that divine principle, we stink once again in one day. So leave the stinking business out of us and get back to divinity. So we are what we are talking about. And that is common sense. It's here. We don't need the Pope. We don't need presidents or big scientists because they don't know how to cure Roy van der Ploeg.
Yeah.
And nobody actually trained but his mind to become an all champion of this and and I did the same principle. It is a principle which was present because we went back in and then found out, hey, but I can do that. Oh, I can do that too. That is the unlimited power of the mind. So it's time for the control, and it's a choice to become the master of our minds. I think this podcast is all about.
It is.
That's all about this. Yeah.
That's
This
what we're trying to
principle.
get out. That's why we're talking to so many people that have all of that in common, you know?
Yes.
Because there are really great things you can do with the mind. But I'm interested in hearing your perspective on Neuralink.
Neuralink?
Yeah, because I mean your phone detox and everything. Imagine what will happen with that integrated.
You
So-
lose all sort of control.
Say again?
You lose all sort of control with a device in your head.
Okay, so number one, initially resistance. We're not supposed to be augmented with electronics. We're just not, and it would never even work. However, if there are disabled people, then there might something be there. But I even think that we can heal without in our natural state.
No, he's totally right.
So-
Because I got this already done with Dr. Kevin Tracy. I showed that the vagus nerve in an experiment, scientific experiment, can be controlled. And then they didn't take it up because the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want people to have control over the vagus nerve. Because the vagus nerve and its control means control over inflammation. Inflammation is the cause and effect of disease.
Yeah.
Any disease.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to take it up. And you know what? The same people who experimented on me and saw me big time influencing into the vagus nerve, they quieted down, and then they came up with a neuro device, a neuro chip, to activate the vagus nerve. And you know what? It didn't work. It didn't work in the humans. And that's
Those things-
what
those-
I
those-
think
It's
Elon Musk
unnatural.
is facing right now.
Yeah.
Thinks all, technology and this and that. You can't
It's
fuck
incompatible.
up God's design.
Mm.
It's not built for that.
Mm.
We cannot let something which we created get the better of us.
Yeah.
It's not logical. It's that's the evolution of man. Is very simple to get to the higher consciousness. A higher consciousness is where we got from the prehistorics, and now we are able to get there. And this is what I'm showing. I will show Elon this as well, that the higher subcortical, higher functioning of the brain, we can now enter willfully. And with that 100% of our brain capacity. It was 16. That sounds incredible. Hey, Wim, what are you saying? Oh, that is crazy what you say. Yeah, I'm fucking crazy. But my wife and my life, that's not crazy. The thing is, I showed it in brain scans that we are not built to have 16% control willfully over our brain capacity, but 100.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of 100? Back to what Roy said, people are afraid, and we are being made out of the mastery of our own mind. And you know what happens then? Your mind will signal you fear because you have no control over your own brain the way it should. It knows what is happening in the time, in the future. It knows that you need to be ready to be in charge of your own brain, the way Mother Nature meant it to be. So you are fully built to be fearless, to be fully in control of your own brain. Man, own your own brain, your own mind.
I like it.
That's a good speech, but it's true. I mean, if you look at it, that's exactly what it is. You turn on the TV, you turn on social media, someone trying to get you scared, someone trying to get you scared about anything, and it makes you scared about everything, or it makes people scared about everything. You know, so it makes sense that people are so scared of facing themselves because they're taught to be scared about everything. It's taught about.
But I also think it's about a lack of purpose, a lack of
direction.
Yeah, but
and,
also
and
believing,
examples. Yeah.
believing in something bigger than yourself. I think we've lost that part of our nature. We become less and less religious, less and less spiritual. And I think that if we don't believe in anything bigger than ourselves,
but
then we
isn't
become
isn't
detrimental.
isn't it also we're living in that time of information? So there's so much information everywhere. You don't know where to look.
Yeah.
It gets
confusing.
Bing. You're distracted. So we need to exit this time of information. Very nice. Hey, thank you. And we need to enter the time of wisdom, where we know exactly that piece of information, that piece of information, that piece of information. Now I've had enough of information. I'm going to switch off. I'm going to reset, enjoy other things, read a book, walk, hike. Now I'm back into information. So we just need to. The age of information is great, right? It came from the age of industry. That ended 1987. Then we entered the age of information. We need to quickly leave that behind and go into the age of wisdom. And that's a little bit what we're here to.
So we're trying to find a balance between turning off and turning on.
Yes,
that's basically
balance.
what we're trying because the information is good. You can know how many degrees is in Ethiopia right now.
Yeah.
But you also need to be able to turn it off. It's not everything that's important.
Perfect. Perfectly said.
Okay.
Yes. And in the end, if you give the best, then the best will come. This is all based in the neuroscience.
Yep.
If you give the best of yourself, you are empty in your mind. Once that happens, and you switch off, that's a natural state of the neurology in your brain.
Yeah.
It switches off, and then it's able to receive. We send out, we give our best, and then we have a moment, or more moments, like maybe hours, that we are being left in peace. It's like when you're done real physical work. It's so nice to relax.
Rest. Yeah.
It is the repair, the regeneration. But it also works in that way for the mind.
Mm.
You're on all the time, but make it valuable information.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not this crazy Instagram or
TikTok.
Facebook, TikTok.
Mhm.
Tik. We say verdikt in Dutch, means the Luna bin.
Mm.
Don't be a lunatic. Go. Give it all you got, and all is able to come.
Mm.
That's neurologically based. That's the way the brain works. And then you will get the best of ideas and exactly what you need to realize what you are from the depth, why you are here in the length of your days, and always feel yourself therein. You will then never lose track of who you are and what you are. You will never lose the foundation of your spirit.
Mm.
And that will fulfill not only your life, all those around you as well. You become like a sunshine.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, the periods of time when you do it and the periods of time when you don't do it, there's a notably difference, when you're in balance and when you're not,
In balance and out of balance is a great way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
And the world right now is out of balance, right? Not only even the war spots, but the regular person in not only in the West, but also in the Middle East, because they also have a problem there. Everybody's on their phone. The youth is not really training. I travel a lot. Japan is out of balance for a long time, 40 years. So all the skyscrapers, it's beautiful. Wow, all the lights. There's no nature. Everybody's on their screen. China is now also out of balance. Thailand, beautiful country, out of balance. Right? Everybody's just glued to their screen. So it's a world issue right
It
now.
is, definitely. Yeah. And on that note, Wim, the time is
Almost 4.
almost 4. So
We could endlessly go on. Huh?
we could
But,
endlessly
hey,
go
man,
on.
we found rock bottom.
Yeah.
Be fearless. Be divine every day. Bring happiness, strength, and health. Together, we are talking about it, and we just come to the same conclusion.
Wim,
It's there.
play guitar to end.
A little meditation.
The meditation one.
Yeah. The Viking meditation. And then we're rooted again. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It was a
Great going.
great episode. Thank you guys.